Hello?
Hello. Let's try this again. We were just talking. Anyways,
My wife.
I know,
Um,
right? It gets busier and busier with newborn babies and grandbabies and all
Noted,
this.
we don't have a newborn
No,
baby. We have a
no,
newborn
we
grandbaby.
don't.
There's a
No,
difference.
we don't. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you. Yeah, I realized that afterwards. But yes, definitely been crazy with all these grandkids. And I love them though.
Not enough. Not enough.
It's just keeping us on our toes, right?
We do what we
So,
come here to do.
as entrepreneurs, as business owners, as grandma, as mom, oh my gosh, the list goes on
So
and on.
let me reiterate. Welcome.
Yes.
Blazing Soul Podcast coming to you every Wednesday, bringing you knowledge about current events, what's going on in the community, um, highlighting the Black and Asian community, as well as giving flowers and giving support to young minority entrepreneurs and role models and community leaders. Um, this was sparked, and we kind of say this every time quickly, of um, one of our family members who made the comment of, one thing the black community is missing is role models out there. All you see is athletes and rappers, and I took umbrage with that because there are a ton of role models in the black and Asian community, and they're not just on TV; they're right around you. So we try to shed light on minority leaders and minority business owners and things of that nature, just so that you can get a feel of what's going on in your community.
Yeah.
We can help promote their services, and you can learn a little bit more about us. We learn a little bit more about you, and we grow from it.
Yes, and as you could see, Blasian Soul podcast highlighting Black and Asian entrepreneurs and role models. And so, like Marcelo said, he said,
I lifted up my
Oh.
Gatorade and it messed with the green screen, so I have to drink that off of set because
Yes.
you know.
Yes. So just to piggyback off of Marcelo, we created Blasian Soul podcast about a year ago. We celebrated 1 year last month. And the reason that, like he mentioned, that we said it is because we want to change the narrative on what is seen on TV and just to, shed light that we as Asians, we as Black communities, uh, we also have a face and we also are doing things in the communities to help better the community. And as entrepreneurs, we do contribute largely to the communities versus what is shown in the media. We are more than a virus. We are more than thugs. We are more than what the mainstream media is showing that we are. And so, with that being said, we want to introduce you to another entrepreneur that's doing amazingly big things out there. And not only does she work in the healthcare fields, being in the front lines, but she's also serving as an entrepreneur and also shedding light on the cause. She's a mentor. She's a entrepreneur. She has a apparel line, Black Up. You guys need to look her up. Actually, this was how I met her. I bought this from her at one of the events we were at.
This is the only thing I will put around my neck. I don't do jewelry. I don't do earrings. I don't do necklaces. The only type of jewelry I've ever worn is watches.
Yes.
I do have a nice collection of watches.
And let me tell you a little something. Okay. So my husband, we were just in Egypt in February. Okay. That was an amazing dream trip of his.
No doubt.
And so we stopped our tour guide. We were in the restaurant and our wonderful tour guide, he said, whatever I do, I need an ounce before I leave. And so she actually make a few calls, and someone delivered to the restaurant the other ox that he has. So I'm like, my husband will only wear this. So when I saw Milinka at the at the spot that we were at promoting our business, I said, I got to get that for him because we searched all over Egypt for him to get another one over there. And so
yeah, I'm very specific. I don't want it to be flashy. It's not for flash or
Right.
for people to be like, oh, that's great. It's just something that you want to keep around your neck for personal reasons. So yeah, I would only put an ankh around my neck, nothing flashy, no gold, nothing like that. Just something as a more of a symbol to that extent. So
Definitely.
when my wife was like, oh, it's this black company and they make jewelry and they got an ankh, and she took pictures of a few of their ankhs. And
no, I FaceTime you.
Oh yeah, she FaceTimed me. And I was like, oh, that was right there with the bird and it's a little bit. But like I said, we went to Egypt, so we learned a lot in Egypt. We was there for about a week. So yeah,
amazing trip, by the way. Everyone
doubt.
needs to experience Egypt.
That was on my bucket list since I was about 17 years
and
old.
I surprised him last year on the show that I got him a ticket for Egypt for February. So that was amazing. So anyways, let's shine the spotlight over to Miss Milinka. I'm happy to introduce her to you guys. And here we go. Hello.
Well, hello. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate this opportunity to be on here with you guys. It's an honor and it's definitely a blessing. So, thank you guys. I'm humble. So this means, I'm very humble. And, like I told you, that ankh, that is very nice. It looks very good on you.
Think so? I like it. I do. I truly like it.
Yes. No.
And when she was like, yeah, so it's a minority or black-owned business, and they do jewelry. She know I don't do jewelry.
He doesn't. Except
for a watch, I won't. Even my wedding band is just a simple two-tone band. So I don't do jewelry. But she was like, but I know they got something here you like. Check this out. And I was like, man, that's nice. That's very, very nice. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you. I'm sure you'll go into the details that you shared with me, the story of how this was made and all of that. And so we're excited to have you on, and we're excited to hear more about your story and how you got started. So, and then her husband was not able to make it here, but Milinka will share with you his exciting entrepreneur journey as well. And as entrepreneurs, we are the accountant, we are the everything of the business. So sometimes and so sometimes we don't have time. That's why we have like a couples business partner that can kind of handle everything. You're married, so you are a partner, and in everything that you do, right? So awesome.
Everything. Yes.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, first, tell us what your business is. Tell us the name and a brief description of your business.
Yeah. Absolutely. So again, as they said, my name is Milinka. I am the proud owner of Up Apparel. Black Up, people think it's about a color thing. And it's not about color. It's about empowerment. It's about equality. It's about unity, and just shedding light where, everyone can, wear our brand, and you can be comfortable in our brand. If you, check our pages out, you will see, different nationality, different races. Our logo, if you look at our logo, is very detailed. Our logo represents, it's a green fist, and the fist represents money, because green is money, right? And so that means anyone can get it, no matter what race or color or nationality you are, right? And so in that fist, there's you see light. Okay, so we are the light, so wherever we go, wherever we go, you are the light. Okay. And so the fist represents power, strength. Okay. And then around that, and so around that fist, you see, justice for all, and you see those things. So it just brings about unity. And so anyone can wear our brand. And so when I tell you, I have so many people, I get so many compliments wherever I go. It's a conversation piece. And I love when different nationalities and races, they come and they're asked and they question. I love it because now I get to explain to you. You get to learn a little something. And yes, I want that too. You know, I really want to wear that because, and then I get the responses, I get the text message or the emails say, you know, I love what you stand for. I wore my hoodie or I wore my leggings or but anything that you wear of ours, it's supposed to empower you. You're supposed to get this feeling of confidence, you know, because again, you know, and that's why, you know, I love it when I hear people say, you know, I love this piece when I wear this piece all the time, or, you know, saying it feels good, it looks good, you know, and, you know, I'm just humbled because this was given to me, you know, a year ago. I'm not going to lie, I would have never thought that I would have been in this business. So let me just be honest. It's not something that I dreamed up. And, you know, if anybody know me, I like heels, you know, I like to dress up. So people, they were shocked when I, you know what I'm saying, when I started this line, but I believe, you know, and I'm sure you can, you know, testify, maybe you can, because you love your heels too. But like on the weekend, you want to be comfortable. You want to be, you know, saying you still want to be cute, but you want to be comfortable.
Right.
And so I try to provide that other side, you know, where you can still be comfortable, you can still, you know what I'm saying, look good, feel good, and run your errands, you know, but just feel different when you put on that stuff, you know. And so this came about 1 year ago. My son and I, Kyle, I love my little guy. And so we started this brand, and I just waited to Juneteenth to launch it. So it's a day that is something that he will remember. So I did it and waited for that day. And ever since then, we've been growing strong. We're in like 22 different states right now. So you know, we're growing, and you know, again, I'm humble. I'm humble because I would have never ever thought, but you know, I have, you know, people that's in my corner, that's pushing me, that encourages me, and you know, that's promoting, that's sharing and tagging. I'm like forever grateful. And you know, to people like you know, I'm humble for the opportunity, because you didn't have to, you know, stop by, and you didn't have to look, but you wanted to know, and then you seen something, and then, you know, again, sometimes it brings about a conversation. You don't know, from that conversation you learn more, and then it opened up another door, and then it just brings about more friendships, and you know, you're learning one another, and then now it opens up a whole nother door for you, you know, that you would have never had. So
Sure.
Absolutely.
Now, where did the idea come about of doing jewelry?
So the jewelry, this is near and dear to me. Okay, so you know, I'm gonna try to keep it short.
Speak your mind. Talk.
Yes. So before this even came, my mother, she does jewelry. Okay, she's very creative. And matter of fact, I have on a pair called Gia, is by Gia's House of Style. She created these custom design earrings, and most jewelry that I wear is custom, because I get to get whatever I want to match whatever I want. So every piece you see is custom design. It's by my mother, Gia House of Style.
Wow.
Okay. And so what happened is 6 years ago, she became ill. She became ill in a coma. So she had lost use of her limbs. Able to gain her strength back in her hands and her upper body or whatever, but she was in a coma, so she was bedridden. So to this day, you know, that's where we, you know, that's where she is now. But thank God, you know, she's getting her strength back. But when I started this business, and you know, I wanted to do something to help her, because this is something she was doing way before I started this business. This was her life. This is what she was doing. This was her passion. She did, you know what I'm saying, weddings and proms. She did all different things. So, you know, I wanted something, you know, I was trying to see, like, would she be able to get her strength? Like, if I just, you know, I just threw it out there, because she hasn't did it in years. So I said, Mom, you know, she's like, I like that shirt. I said, would you be able to, you know, make me a bracelet, like starting her back off, you know, small. I said, would you be able to make me a bracelet and see, you know what I'm saying? Because I want something. She said, well, I have to try and see if I said, well, just something small and just see. And so I'm watching her, right? So, and then I'm looking, so she made a bracelet. I'm like, I like this. Do you think you can make me some earrings to go with this? Right. So
Wow.
I'm just, I'm pushing it. Right. And so next thing you know, she made me some earrings. And I was like, God, I thank you. So I was like, okay, it just opened up another door, because when God gave me this vision, he showed me that, and I wanted her to be able to get that feeling of, I'm saying, that enjoyment back again, that she can, even in her, so every piece you see, you're blessed. You're blessed. You hear what I'm saying? You walking around with a piece, and she puts love in everything she do, every piece she does. So that's who makes the jewelry. My mom.
Wow.
Yes.
I feel honored now.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So yes. So I'm grateful. And again, she, if somebody want a custom design piece, they order it. And, as long as we have the material, if we get it out with you, sometimes we can get it out within the same day or the next day. She works like that. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
That's impressive. Very impressive.
Yes.
That's awesome. It gives her
Thank
something to look forward to. And, she's blessed hands made these. So that's more powerful.
And people don't understand when when you sewing, when you're buying those pieces, you're sowing the seed. You're saying you're sowing the seed, and something you don't know the behind the scene, and most people don't. Most people don't ever know, like, unless you dive in, you get to know a person. Yes. Beautiful detail. Yes. So
that's your arm of protection right there, babe.
There you go. Yes. Yes.
You've been feeling better since you've been wearing that.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. I love the energy. But yes. So, once you buy one of those pieces, I promise you, you're going to feel the difference. And again, she does every piece out of love. So if you want anything custom design, certain items that you see is only custom made for Black Up Apparel. She has a page. She has her own. It's called Gia's House of Style, where she does custom design, one of a kind. So if she makes one, she don't duplicate. But that's her type. Yes, she doesn't duplicate. So she makes jewelry for all children, babies, men, women, you name it. She does it. Yes. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Yeah, I like
yes.
That.
Yes.
So you say you are in 22 states now. Why don't you tell us the journey to get to the prominence that you are now? We have a lot of listeners that are considering going and taking that venture into being entrepreneurs and small business owners. So why don't you give us some insight on, how you got to, 22 states, that's very impressive. Especially because you've only been in business for a short time. So
very short.
Tell us a little bit of how you got the success that you got.
Absolutely. Well, I can tell you, again, as I told you, I started off that I never thought that I would be in this type of business. And, by me in it now, I have to press. And sometimes I will tell you, sometimes fear will kick in because you don't feel like you're good enough. Can I be real? Okay. You don't feel like, you're good enough, or your stuff is that good. Is people going to rock it? Are they going to think negative about it? Is it, and those things, those thoughts was rising. Sometimes it'd kind of get to me. And then I had to know I'm a spiritual person. I believe in trusting God. I would tell you that. And sometimes I had to tell myself, because, you're going to always have that spirit man versus flesh. So you got to get to that place where, I got to suppress the flesh and say, no, you can do it.
Nice.
I have to tell myself that. Yes. So I had to say, you can do it. If God gave it to me, because it just didn't come out the sky, and I just didn't create this on my own. So I'm like, he gave it to me. He's going to provide me the resources. He's going to provide me the customers. He's going to provide me the tools that I need to get where I need to be. It's not going to be easy. You're going to have some haters. You're going to have some that's going to say some negative things, or, take it out of context, or whatever the case may be, because I have, I have. But at the end of the day, the journey was not easy. I started with several different people. And so this was started in a pandemic. So I would tell you, the pandemic, just through the grace of God, it did not affect me because I'm a healthcare worker. So I work. But I'm sitting at my desk at work this vision came to me. God gave it to me. And so from there, I just started moving on it and just, brainstorming. And then from that, the vision of the logo came. So the logo came after I pushed it out there, right? And so I had this young 18-year-old boy at the time from Texas, never met a day in life, but I seen his mom. His mom was sharing his drawings and stuff. So I sent her a message. I said, can your son, if I talk to him, will he be able to take my vision, my thoughts, and create this image that's in my head?
Oh,
She's like, yeah. So all the way from Texas, over the phone, we're talking, he's listening, and he's sketching. When I tell you this gentleman, this young man did this within 24 hours. He gave me that sketch. When he sent it back the next day, within 48 hours, it was completely done. I was blown away because everything that I had, he heard my vision. He heard everything that I wanted, because I'm like, it has to speak volume. Okay. Sure. When you see this image, it needs to speak volume. It needs to say something. It needs to say, wow. And so that's what I get, the wow factor. And so from then on, I just kept pressing. I was, by that time, a lot of people had lost their jobs and was going through. And so Instagram became this big, so we became this. Yeah. So, this Instagram became this big group where we were just connecting with one another. We were sharing, we was tagging, and we was, promoting each other's stuff, and people was buying, and, and it just grew the more. And so I developed these relationships with a lot of people because we started a year ago together. And so, there's a few selective that I became really close, and we're in 4 different states. Okay. 4 different states. And we're like good friends to say, like the sisterhood, but we started 1 year ago together, and we have grown so much. One of them is Wonder Whips. If you guys look her up on Wonder Whips, her products are amazing. She does.
She's actually.
Yes, Wonder Whip. Her body butters, oh my God, are amazing. Baby Bath and Body Works, Victoria's Secret, don't have nothing on Wonder Whip. She does hair product, everything all natural. Her stuff is amazing. So she has men, women, everything. So beautiful, and a beautiful person inside and out. So, if you're not following Wonder Whip. I'm sorry, what you say, hon?
What state is she in?
She's in Rhode Island. She's in Rhode Island. Yeah, so we're connected on IG.
An invitation out to Wonder Whips to be on the show and promote her products.
Yeah,
absolutely, Wonder Whips. And then we have Ashley, which is she's Flow Life Podcast. She also Flow Life Podcast, but she's all about empowering. She's all about so uplifting, encouraging. She always have a word for you. She's a plant life mom, and so I love her to death. She's from Atlanta, okay, and we started getting so that's what I'm saying. These are the women that I have grown with. I have seen them mature, and so to this day we're so we're strong. We talk to each other all the time, and we are in 4 different states. So Ashley from Flow Life Podcast, again, if you're not following her, follow her, and she's always promoting. So she has product out now, t-shirts and hoodies now. And again, she's all about Jesus. She's a Jesus freak, and she's going to talk to you. She's going to encourage you. And she's, she just always have a word for you, affirmation. She's speaking life every day into the atmosphere. So Flow Life Podcast. We have another one that I follow that we grown and was like sisters now. Okay. She came to my wedding. You hear me? She came up here to my wedding, and she helped me with my wedding. Matter of fact, she became almost a coordinator for my wedding. That was our first time meeting. And so she's like, her name is Shy Pimp 74. So she is like full of wealth and knowledge. You hear me? And again, she's like the ones that we go to for her, because she has a solution to all of our problems. So if we need something, she's there. So if it's financial, if it's like business wise or whatever the case may be, Shy Pimp 74, she is full of wealth and knowledge. She's going to make you
your own podcast, like, like how they have.
Yes. So all these amazing women, I tell you, like, this is what it's all about, empowering one another. There's food, it's a table, it's like a buffet, everybody can eat, and so we have to get to the place where we don't have this crab mentality, like I'm better than you, or what I'm saying, I'm scared to share what's in me, the knowledge that I have, because if I share with you, then maybe you'll surpass or you'll go further. And it took me, I had to go through the ringers, I had to go through a lot, so you should too mentality. And that's not how it is. So I have grown with these women. And so we empower one another. We encourage, we cry, we pray with one another. So with somebody going through, that's what we do. And you just, these days it's hard, what I'm saying, to find those genuine people. And when you come in contact with them, you hold on to those, so yeah.
Oh,
So that's what we're, yeah.
That's encouraging, because like you said, when people start businesses, they are very secretive, and a lot of times, for lack of a better term, they're out for self, because they're scared that they're going to fail. But that you guys have a bond, a circle of young entrepreneurs is great, because you guys can all lean on each other.
Yes. And that's what we do. That's exactly what we do. And then we bounce ideas off each other, and, it's like, well, what do you guys think about this? And we giving it to you, and, and we respect each other, and that's what we do. And if everybody can get to that place where, saying you can genuinely do that, saying we will all grow, because again, you want your business to grow. You want to be successful, and you want true, genuine people to tell you the honest truth, so you're not out here, looking crazy or, or something going on. And, when they have the knowledge there, and all you just have to do is, seek it, So I just love my surrounding. I love the newfound people that I've connected to, even at the past event that, saying we met, and the other young women and the other ladies and stuff. It was a beautiful event. And I am a people person, I am, but people would say that I'm, I would tell you I'm shy until I get to know a person, or I'm scanning the scene. And once I feel like I'm safe and everything is good, then I am a people person, because I just work in that type of environment, and I just have love of people. And I just, that's just who I am. Yeah.
Now, as the only male on this this interaction here, I have to stick up for your husband and say, we have to talk about your husband's business.
Absolutely.
You have to give him a plug as well.
Absolutely. Yes. So my husband's name is Chris, last name Fancy, Chris Fancy. And let me tell you something. I love my husband, y'all. He does it for me. So let me tell you something.
I'm just saying, you see how she was just, I love my husband.
I love my husband.
Internalize that a little bit.
I do say that.
So,
well, you're my soulmate, right?
But yes, I'm truly humble and grateful for him. He has a company called Fancy Construction, where he does, home remodeling, bathroom makeovers, anything you need in your house, whether it's, flooring repairs, or, if you need, any, bathroom updates, your kitchen update, your business, whatever the case may be. If it's plumbing work, it's the electrician. I have an all-in-one husband, you guys. He does it all.
That's what's up.
He does it all. Yes. So his name is, it's Fancy Construction. We created, he wasn't big on social media. He's not a big social media person, but I had to push him a little bit. So, and so he's on, we just, started his page. So he's on IG and Facebook at C Fancy Construction. So, yeah. And yeah, so, we're going to be, showing his work, his pictures. And again, he will travel, but he's in the Chicagoland surrounding city area. So he will travel if you contact him. But he's very, not just because, I don't want to be biased because he's my husband, but the man is good.
You be biased.
Let me just brag on my husband, y'all. Let me just brag on my husband. He's good, guys. He's good. Yes.
Now, how did you guys meet?
So
if
we
that's
met.
Not prying. I don't want to pry at all.
Yeah. No, no, we met through I had to go drop off, a piece of jewelry, what I'm saying, to one of my customers.
Oh,
And
wow.
he was working on a property, and from that's how we met.
That's what's up.
Oh my
So
goodness.
he was in his little working uniform looking good. But no, that's how
That's
that's how we met. Yes. So from then on, we've been rolling ever since. And he's my he's one of my biggest fans and supporters. And likewise, I support him, I push him, I encourage him, we pray together, and we always strategize and trying to figure out, how we're going to do this and do that. But he has a big heart. And so he'll go above and beyond. He has done so much work, and some of the stuff that I hear that he has done, he doesn't speak on what he does because he's not a bragger, but some of the things that I see he have done, went above and beyond. I'm like truly humbled and blessed that I have that type of man, and he's very detailed. And, once he starts with you, there is no, okay, I'm going to do you, then I'm going to run over here and do that. No, he's only working with you. Once he's done with you, then he goes on to the next. So he doesn't, do that jumping around or, playing with you or anything. So he's good at what he does, and he gets the job done. And I promise you, he add his fancy to it. I tell you that. Yes.
I love that. I love the big ups to the husband. I love when we come on here and give big props to their husband. That's nice.
Yes.
I like it.
Yes.
I'm not saying you don't do it. Why you all paranoid?
Hey, I FaceTime you from there.
I love my wife. My wife does.
Hey, I gave you your dream trip to Egypt.
I mean, come on now. I wait for my husband to send me somewhere.
She has to prove. She doesn't have to prove anything. I've been with my wife 14, 15 years.
That's a beautiful thing, and I wish you many, many more years. That's a beautiful thing.
We've known each other for 20 years or something. The girls were 1 and 3. They're 22 and 25 now. So we've literally grown up together.
Hey, that's a beautiful thing. Like homie, lover, friends. That's a beautiful thing when you can just.
It is. Yeah, definitely is. And it's like we couldn't avoid it because God kept putting us back together.
Awesome. That's a beautiful thing.
It was just like, one of those things where you're just like, okay, it's meant to be. You can't be meeting the same person twice.
There you go.
6 years later, and then, just randomly, right? So
yes, that's what you do. It's a beautiful thing. When God is in it, He's the head. Everything is gonna fall into place.
You can't, totally different time periods, and we still run back into each other. And,
nice.
And you help me raise my girls, help me raise my girls, and he's just a good man.
Yes, I can tell. I can feel the love. I can feel the energy. The vibe is there. First of all, you a whole vibe yourself. Guys, I got to tell y'all a story. Let me tell y'all a story. Y'all want to hear this story? Okay. Y'all ask what I'm going to tell you. Okay. So at this, listen, let me tell you about your wife. Okay. Let me tell you about your wife. You probably already know your wife, but let me just tell you what I experienced my first time meeting her.
She knows me better than me.
Easy.
Listen. I got to tell this story because y'all need to know what had happened, right? So we was at this event. We was at this event we met a couple of weeks ago. And let me shout out Moni. Like her food, Moni Soul Food Fiesta. Oh my God, her food is amazing. If y'all in Elgin, y'all ever visit Elgin, go to Moni Soul Food Fiesta. Her food is amazing. And she threw this beautiful event. Oh my gosh. So we met so many wonderful people. So let me tell you, this one over here, that was that beauty over there. We was outside at this event, and then I looked, and all you see coming around this corner with this hair swinging, these heels on, this beautiful red dress, and she just walking, y'all, while all she was missing was this red carpet, okay? She was strutting her stuff, and I looked, I said, okay. I said, where I felt underdressed because I had on my leggings, guys. We was all underdressed. She was like, she was going to a ball, but she looked good. And I told her, I said, let me tell you something. She was like, oh my God, I'm overdressed. I said, I'm gonna tell you something. My mother taught me. She said, one thing you never do, don't ever step down. You make them step up. Don't
Right.
ever step down. You make them step up. So when I tell you she was looking fabulous that day, she brought it. Okay, that was
Oh,
day one, y'all. I first met her.
Right.
Then the next day, she had the nerve to come back the next day. Like, I mean, bow. She came back and she had this beautiful jumpsuit and she had these heels on. She blew her horn. Hey, girl. And she got out that car, y'all, and she walked. I said, you did it again. So when I tell you this beautiful,
aw, thank
fabulous,
you.
but her energy, she's genuine, and just, I had so much fun meeting her. It's like we knew each other for a long time. I met her daughter. Her daughter is funny, and her grandbaby. We had a good time. So I'm just grateful for it. Like, it was a beautiful connection. That's all.
Yeah.
It was nothing but good energy and vibes. Yes.
Definitely. Yes.
Mhm.
Yes, she made it fun too. Like, her spirit is very energetic. So that's what drew me to her. She's super energetic and you could just see the God's glory all over you. Like,
Thank you, honey.
okay, you're
Yes.
gleaming, girl.
All right, we're gonna take the collection plate up now. You give me a soft hem. No, but if someone wants to get, now we have flashed your information on the screen, but before we get to how they can get in contact with you, do you have any words of encouragement for the next entrepreneur that's on that ledge, ready to take that leap of faith, but is just hesitant, a little scared? We all have that trepidation when we are first going to venture out. So do you have any words of encouragement?
Absolutely. Again, God did not give us the spirit of fear, but the love of sound mind. And I will tell you that no matter what, that thing that's in you is just trying to pull you away from what God has given you, press even harder. You know what I'm saying? Press even harder. It's not going to be easy. I'm going to tell you that it's not going to be easy. It's going to be some times where you want to throw in the towel. It's going to be some times where you just like, I don't feel like doing it. You're going to feel like, I'm not seeing the profits or whatever the case may be. Keep going. Keep going. Someone sees you, and again, if God has given it to you, he's going to make sure he gives you the right tools you need. He's going to provide you the resources, and he's going to make sure the finances is there. Okay. But he just want to know, do you trust me enough to allow me to lead you? So if you don't hear anything or get anything that I said tonight, trust the process. It's ugly. It's not easy. But always go beyond your feelings and your emotions and don't allow that to lead you.
Definitely. Yep. And he will send you the people as well.
Excellent words of encouragement. Excellent.
Thank you.
So if we had a moment, I would love to just quick share your logo that you were talking about.
Yes.
And let's see. Give me 1 second here. Yes. Have you seen the other logo? I don't think you have. So I want to share Marcelo the logo as well, and the audience, so they can see what you're talking about as give us a vision. So let me see here. Share screen. Share. We're gonna do the Chrome. Okay. All right. So if anyone can see that, let's see. So we have Black Up Apparel, and then here is all of her wonderful.
That's a nice logo.
Yeah, so all the wonderful things that she does, and this is the logo here, and a little cutie pie. So here is the actual logo, you guys. So this is what. Ooh, look at that. So that is the lights and Black Up Apparel. That's what she was talking about as well. Let's pass now. So there you go. Awesome. All right.
So we have new hoodies. And matter of fact, we have a new line out with the Unk. We have, available on t-shirts. We have it on the hoodies and all those things.
There you go.
Yes. So that's one of our new lines out that's out now. People loving it. And again, so if you're looking for any merchandise and you want just to stand out, you want to be different, you want to be unique,
You will want
only
that.
at Black Up Apparel. Only at Black Up Apparel. We're gonna get you right. We're gonna get you right. And again, you're going to feel some type of way. When I say beware, you're gonna feel some type of way. You're gonna feel a change. You're gonna feel a difference because the confidence, the the good energy, the vibe that you get from wearing our product, that's just, it's all in love. It's all in love. Yes.
Sure.
Well, and you represent it well with your energetic energy as well. Yeah. So you exude the confidence and the love and and just the message itself. Racism is a disease, like Ashley said. That was the bestseller that day as well. And I mean, people were flocking to it, and you were getting. I was showing you messages online.
I know, that's how I was like, oh my God. I'm like, for me? Oh, you're
a message on here. Everyone's wanting to know about your product.
And that's why I said you just never know. And that's a prime example. And I'm glad you brought that up. I would never know. And so, when you don't think people are watching you, first of all, your character speaks for itself. Your character means everything. So it has to line up with what you doing, what you represent, because if not, it's going to show. You know what I'm saying? It's going to show. Exactly. And so you just never know when, if there's something for you and that's your brand, and you first of all, you got to be confident in what you're doing, and for others to feel confident in buying or supporting your brand. So it starts with self. Okay. And so I would have never known, so when you shared that with me, that someone was on your page in your message asking about me, and I was like, wait, me? And she's like, yeah, they want to know, do you have any? And I was like, wow.
What sizes do you have?
Yeah. So she's, saying that's, my manager on the side, right? She didn't know that. So,
we're your marketing extension.
There you go. And sometimes you just never know. So this is a prime example, saying a word of it will spread. It will spread because you just never know who's watching you or who knows who or where they seen it from. And, that's how you grow. And that's, and you grow even the more. So just trust the process again. Just hang on. Yes. Yeah,
you will definitely get people, in your life.
Well, you have one satisfied customer right here. Believe it.
I appreciate it. I love it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we want to say that we really want to thank you for coming on. You've showed that you have the tenacity and the energy to continue with your success, but you're also giving hope to others who want to kind of follow in your footsteps. So for that, we truly appreciate you coming on. Near the holiday season, we're going to have some of the couples that we've had on our show to play some games like Family Feud and stuff like that, going against couples. So we would love to invite you and your husband to that type of event where we're just having fun and just celebrating life. And we'd love to have you back in a while to see how things are going.
Absolutely. Once again, I really appreciate you guys for this opportunity. And just from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Thank you.
It is our pleasure. Definitely. And then once we have it on the channels, the podcast channels, you can share it as well. So the audio part will be on iHeart. Okay. We are on Apple Podcasts, all the different mediums. So you'll be all over. Your message will be all over. So we're hoping to be able to spread your message.
Absolutely.
Hubby or no hubby.
We are coming to these games and this holiday.
Maybe we should have a singles one too.
There you go. You can't listen. Before we was together. Thank you.
Brothers here, look.
Yes.
Oh, without a doubt,
we can have matchmakers.
Yes, because at the end of the day, you got to be happy single before you're able to be happy with somebody else.
Let me just say, I wash my hands of trying to matchmake people because that will come back to bite you in the butt. They'll be like,
so you done being Cupid, right?
Yeah, you didn't know he was a serial killer. You didn't know he was a stalker. You hooked me up with this man. So I
say you're done. You're done.
Well, we did a game last time, and I found out I know more about my husband than he does about.
I can't believe she sat up in front of y'all and lied like that. I mean, blatantly, just without a step. She just lied to me. Not only have I proven to her that I know her better than she knows herself, but one of my clients was a marriage counselor and psychologist, and we kind of hipped him to something that we had an argument about one time, and he even said, "Yeah, I understand where you now. She should understand where you was coming from," and basically vindicated me and said, "Yeah, you were right." So yes,
That's not true.
without a doubt.
Candy says with good teeth. Well, you can buy teeth too nowadays.
Well, I say we're gonna have to. If we do matchmaking, Candy is our first candidate.
Yes, Candy. We're gonna hook you up, Candy, Miss Candy.
Candy is the first one. I'm gonna put on. I'm gonna put on a full court press. Hey, see some of whether or not some of my college colleagues are single.
Okay.
And then here's the killer part. We'll have her on.
Oh, that would
as
be
the
so
date.
fun.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all both have y'all food in front
That
of
would be
y'all. Y'all sit
fun.
up and go from there. And
I'm gonna warn y'all now. That one right there. Put on y'all Depends. Because she's gonna have you cracking up. Okay, y'all want to laugh? She put on your Depends. Okay, that's Shy Pimp 74 right there. So she's the one that's full of wealth and knowledge, but she's a comedian. So she's all in one. She's well rounded, but she will have you on the floor. So y'all better be prepared when she come on here.
Glass of wine. Hey, y'all go for y'all.
I think I really like that idea. Well,
I like that.
When we do it, Miss Candy has to put something in front of her camera. The guys won't get to see her yet.
Oh, that'd be cool. Okay, so it's like almost like a blind.
Y'all going too far, okay? Y'all going far too far now because eligible men. Okay, now we ain't talking about my man that work, at Speedway. I'm talking about eligible bachelors.
Yes, let's do it.
Are gonna want to see the young lady.
Okay, fine.
So
we'll have them all on there, and she gets to ask them questions, and then she gets to pick who she wants to go on a date with.
This is going. Shy Pimp 74 is from DC. She's from DC.
No, yeah.
So
we'll find some people in DC.
But in today's climate, you know what I'm saying?
Everybody travel.
Yeah,
everybody
you get to know that person over Zoom and all that stuff.
Yes,
yes. Visit each other. You build that,
Yes. Well, oh my God! Listen.
Podcast idea.
Yes, I can't wait for this to come. Y'all got to get this started because now I'm so interested. Listen, I'm like a little kid in the kitchen, so I need to know. Listen, I'm married now, but yes, this is gonna be fun. So that's a good idea. I like it.
Thanks, Candy.
Well, we got a podcast network, so we need to fill that network up with different, visions. So without a doubt.
So
I love it. I love that idea.
Entrepreneurs that are on this call, if you have like a story or a podcast idea, a show idea, we have a channel coming up, and so you can have your own podcast channel.
Absolutely.
And you can talk about the things that you want, and we'll help you set it up and everything because we're a marketing company. So we got all the channels to do all of that. So anybody got a message out there, you want to start your podcast channel, we can definitely put you on.
Think of it as Charlemagne the God has a Black something network where he has everybody's podcast like Drink Champs and stuff like that he puts all in one place and then markets. Joe Budden does the same thing with the Joe Budden podcast. So what we do is we take entrepreneurs that want a podcast, put them in all one place with different channels and market it from there.
Yeah, and the benefit of that is you're not just solo, but you're on a podcast with other entrepreneurs. So everyone's driving, driving traffic in there. So you're kind of pulling from everyone's traffic. And
if I want to go on and I'm looking at a cooking podcast, and when I get on there though, I see the other podcasts and I see
what's this?
This one
a dating podcast.
Nice, a dating one.
So that's how it moves through like that.
Yes.
Okay, so Candy got to be our first guest. Candy got to be first guest.
Or she said she wants to host a show. She can have her own show. dating show.
Oh my God. Y'all, this is gonna be the funniest live show ever. I tell you, when I tell y'all put y'all depends on, get ready, get ready. Yes, that's her.
Wow.
You think I was full of energy? No, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Oh wow. And she's
Yes.
where is she at?
She's in DC.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
But
Nice. Let's go.
so she's the one that came to my wedding and helped me, and that yes.
Oh, that's
Yes, I so
sweet.
love her. We have this love relationship that we talked about, but yes, beautiful, beautiful person inside and out, a heart of gold. When I tell you,
But you know
she
what?
does,
Like,
yes,
you attract what you are. You attract
yeah,
who you are.
yeah,
And so that's why you have amazing women around you, because
yes,
that's who you attract, because that
yes,
is who you are.
yes,
So.
yes. I
So yeah,
appreciate
Candy,
it.
we're going to have her give us some way to contact you so we can put this in motion.
Yes,
Yeah.
Miss Candy is going to have her own show at
Yeah.
the Bat Cave.
Kind of move from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much for coming.
Yeah, I will make sure I send you guys her all their information. Shy Pim 74. They're on IG and Facebook, all social media, YouTube. Follow her on YouTube. Shy Pim 74. YouTube, everything.
Okay.
Flow Life podcast. She's Flow Life podcast on everything, and Wonder Whips.
Yeah,
She's on everything.
We podcast about putting her, even though she has her own outlets to get her podcasts out.
Yeah.
She could also have a channel on the podcast network as well. So,
nice.
You know, a lot of different opportunities.
Yeah.
Nice.
We're all about empowering entrepreneurs.
There you go. There you go. And make sure y'all don't forget. Make sure y'all don't forget about my mama and my husband.
Wants you to know, explicit be warned. Follow Wonders. Okay.
Yes.
He wants to know. Comedy. Okay. She does comedy.
I thought she was about to start. You know, she was going to be the Kevin Samuels female version and just start dogging men out. And so she was like, "Y'all better get ready." I'm like, "All right, let's go. Let's get it." Come on.
No, you guys will have so much fun with her, like so much fun. But and then when it's time to get serious, she's well rounded. And I tell you, like you're gonna get some knowledge. You're gonna get a whole lot of laughs, but you're gonna get some knowledge. Whatever you need, she got it. She's very versatile. Yeah, and she's big about supporting, her people. Big, very big. When I say she's a big supporter out there, and people don't know the behind the scenes, I won't tell it all, but she does. She's a big, huge supporter. And I mean, a blessing to so many.
A female Dave Chappelle.
Yes.
Listen to me.
Yes.
That would get the ultimate respect from me because Dave Chappelle is.
He loves Dave Chappelle.
It's an art form to his comedy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God!
He just came out with was cutting edge, but man, it was amazing.
Yes. Yes.
That's awesome. Yeah, you need your own comedy show.
Yes. So. Oh my God, it's amazing.
And one of the things, so we appreciate everybody that's been on the show. One of the things that
Candy,
that we
yes, you can.
Yeah,
that's your channel.
Your channel.
We're just a network.
We're just managing it.
This is a very bad example because Comedy Central did wrong, but we're Comedy Central. You're the Dave Chappelle show. We ain't gonna screw you over like Comedy Central did Dave Chappelle.
And and all of everything that we do, is all like organic, and we haven't even touched on like advertising and doing all of this. But I was, like happy to see last month we had reached about 13 or 14,000 people. So we definitely, appreciate the organic, referrals, like you said, organic leads and people are just sharing and and kind of getting the word out with our podcast. We only do this like once a week. It's on our spare time, on our on our own time because we're passionate about it. And so to see and to have support like this is awesome. Your people are super supportive of you as well. So you are well loved.
So everybody on here, I better see y'all follow and like and all that Blazing Soul podcast so we can get this moving.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, I love all my supporters. I love all my customers, new and old, my followers, those who support me even through sharing, just
Yes.
tagging, and saying just the mention of my name, those who sow the seed, those who's rocking my product. I'm humble. I'm forever grateful because again, I wouldn't be where I am if it wasn't for my supporters, because it's not a me thing, it's not an I thing, but it's an
Exactly.
us thing. And you need those people around you and you need a good support system. And I absolutely have. And so I see my sisters on here right now, my
Yeah.
mother, what I'm
That's
saying,
awesome. That's so awesome.
Gia's House of Style, my number one supporter, my
Yes.
husband,
Mama,
Chris
your
Fancy.
mother.
Yes, my husband, he has my back, what I'm saying? So, my brothers, I'm surrounded by love and support and, that's where I get it from. So when you're surrounded by that energy, you can't help but to just like, it's like, what I'm saying? We coming through, so wherever
Right,
we
right.
go,
Wow.
that's what I'm saying. So you better
You
get
are
on
a
this or we
go-getter,
leaving
definitely.
you. Yes.
Because
So,
you work a full-time job too, plus
yes.
this. Yeah,
Let me tell you something.
Entrepreneur.
Let me tell you something. Sometimes I'm at work and I'm working, then I'm working on the side too. So I'm hustling in between.
Hey, we all do
And
that. Don't even worry about it. We all
so
do
what I'm saying, we're do it, but at the end of the day, you have to be multi-talented these days.
Right.
And you got to be able to know how to do it. Know how to function and find that balance.
Yes.
Whether you're a parent, because I'm a mom. Saying I'm a wife now, and what I'm saying. Then I help my mom
And your
out.
mother too.
Yes, what I'm saying, and I work, and my job is like an hour away. So so.
She watched TV all day.
I wish. And listen, sometimes I'm clowning with them in the chat. I swear they make my day. They help me get through my work day. It's so funny. But I'm just truly grateful. I'm just surrounded by just love and positivity, good energy, good vibe. And if there's anything negative, I don't tune into it because I'm so busy with this good energy. If there's something negative that's coming my way, it's gone because I don't have time for it. Yeah, it's gone.
So you guys all met online?
Yes, on IG.
You've
Yes,
only met one person, like in person. That's awesome.
in person, which was Candy. So Shy Pimp 74. She came, and when I tell you, her and her daughter, they came. Oh my God, she came up here just, like for 2 weeks. She came up here just to help me if I needed anything. She was running errands. She did so much stuff that I was like floored. When I say I cried, I wouldn't tell her that. What I'm saying? I wouldn't tell her that, what I'm saying? Because, but no, it's just the fact that, I was so humble because she didn't have to, but she did, and her daughter, a beautiful, she gets it from her mom, and they took good care of me and we had a beautiful time and, it was a beautiful, beautiful thing, so yes, we're stuck like glue now. Stuck like glue.
Yes, awesome.
Yeah.
So thank you so much. Do you have any last words that you want to share with the audience before we get off for the day?
Just keep pressing, guys. And again, I just appreciate everybody that even took the time out just to come on this live and, what I'm saying, and just to, see who I am, what I stand for, what am I about. And I know you probably, was looking for my husband too, but, he's unable to be on. But just the fact that, what I'm saying, if you meet me, you meet him, or, whatever business and contact that you're dealing with me or him, just know that you're in good hands. You're in good hands.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. So Fancy Construction and Black Up Apparel. And you also mentors too. So they can reach out to you through all means. So awesome. Thank you for coming on here.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Definitely be in touch with some good things coming up in the future. And we will we will have lost for words. We will have you back on later on.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.
Awesome. Oh my goodness.
Good show.
Amazing show.
Definitely.
Everybody that was on here had my stomach hurting, laughing, especially Miss Candy.
Yeah, y'all young ladies, y'all was all talking that big stuff on the comments. Y'all better be ready to back it up. So,
no!
So I will be contacting you guys, and we're gonna see what we can do. So now y'all don't get shy on me when we reach out to y'all. I'm like, oh no, I was just joking. I couldn't do that. No. Y'all talked a good game. I'm gonna make y'all back it up without a doubt.
Yeah, they're ready. They're ready, babe.
Yeah, it's easy to say that now. You know, it's like that one person where you be like, hey, we going out tonight? Be like, yeah, hit me up, we going out. And you call them and
they don't answer.
They in their pajamas and they like, oh man, you know what?
I'm already asleep.
I think I'm just gonna
bed.
chill.
Right.
I don't want to hear any of that. We're ready to get it. No doubt. Oh yeah, we. Y'all crazy. Thank you, but thank you, ladies, for being a part of Omar said when we going. All right, we're trying to do something right before the holidays start when everybody have a little bit more time so we can get a row of couples together and you know what I'm saying, do some conversations and play some games and talk about the holidays and things of that nature. So that's our next target for
the holidays will be a good time.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. We get couples together during that time as opposed to our normal.
And you'll have another couples game.
Well, I'll have a few. We'll do a couple of episodes. You know what I'm saying?
Game.
So maybe for the week of Thanksgiving and the week after. Or
we'll have Miss Candy come host the couples game.
Anything's possible. Anything's possible. We'll put it out there without a doubt. But no, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. It was a very, very good experience. You know, once again, if you guys have the opportunity, please like and follow us so that we can grow this community that we have as far as the podcast is concerned. Please tune in next week, Wednesday, 7:00. What is that? Central Time, for more of our show. You know, she said hey, bring it. Ain't nobody scared of you. You bring it. But no, thank you guys very much, and
definitely
we will see you guys next week Wednesday, as we always say. It's crazy out there right now.
Watch
ladies
your
and
six.
Gentlemen. She trying to take my little shit.
That's what he says. Watch the 6, and he's from the D.
Not watch the 6. It depends on where you're getting them from, Candy. But listen, it's crazy out there. Everybody try to help everybody out when best you can. Help your fellow neighbor, no matter what's going on. And last but not least, watch your 6 because it's crazy out there.
Yes, definitely.
All right, we'll talk to you guys
See you all
later
next week, same time, same place.